Welcome to Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to do almond and date bread. In this bowl I've got 2 cups of plain flour and 1.5 cups of sugar. And then after I'm going to add, there's 2 cups of whole almonds to that, okay? And here I've got 2 cups of chopped dates. What I do is the whole dates, I get my scissors and I chop it up in little pieces like that. And I've got 2 cups of chopped dates there. That's how I do it. Now put that all together there. And I'm going to mix this through with the flour. So then I'll put my wet ingredients in there. So that's all mixed up together. What I'm going to add is 60 grams of melted butter or margarine, whatever you prefer. And I've got here a teaspoon of baking powder. No, it's 2 teaspoons of baking powder, sorry, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a teaspoon of cinnamon in there. Now I'm going to put some vanilla. I've got 4 eggs here. There's 4 eggs in it. I've lightly beaten them up. I'm going to put a bit of vanilla in there. Okay, so, and then I'm just going to whisk that round. I'm going to pour that straight in. It's a very easy recipe. You just put everything in together. You don't have to beat anything up. And just mix it around a little bit. And then now I'm going to add my melted butter. At 600 grams there, 60 grams. I'm getting my recipes all mixed up this morning. That's 60 grams of butter. And just mix it right through, and it just makes it a nice soft mixture. And what I've done is I've got a size here. It's 18 by 28 sliced tin. And that's a perfect size for this mixture. And you have to bake it for about, I'd say 30 to 40 minutes, because it's a very heavy mixture. But just test it after 30 minutes and just see how it's going, and put a cake tester through it and just see it. So that's what, just have to mix it up like that. It's very simple. I've greased and floured my tin. So what I'll do is I'll put it all in there and bake it, and I'll leave that for about 30 to 40 minutes, and just spread it right out. So that has to go, okay, like that. Just spread it there, and just put another bit on the top, put the rest of it there. And you bake that for 30 to 40 minutes. When it comes out of the oven, it looks like this. It's a loaf like that. Okay? But the thing is, what you've got to do is, before we cut it up, you've got to put it in the fridge to cool down, because you can't slice this up hot. You can slice it the next day, or if you do it in the morning, you can do it at night, as long as it cools down, because you cannot slice it hot. So once we have that cooled down, I'm going to slice it up, and then we've got to rebake the slices, because that's how we've got to, they just sort of get nice and brown. So what I've done is, I'll show you, that's the slice there. I've cut it in halves, and I've done half and half, and then I get this and I slice it. I've got a bread knife, which is good for this, and just slice them as fine as what you like, just a small like that. The thickness about 1/8. There you go. And then I put them in a dish like that. What I do is I'll put them in a dish like that and bake them in a slow oven, because they'll burn quickly. Just make sure that you just enough to brown them, and I'll just bake them on both sides. Put them in the oven, and when they brown a little bit on this here, just turn them over. When you've baked them, turn them over, and then they'll be nice and crisp. There you go. And you keep on doing that with the whole lot. Just keep on cutting it and rebake them all. It doesn't take long, because they don't take long to rebake, because you don't like to do them too hot in the oven, and so it doesn't take long at all. Then after you've sort of rebaked them the first time, then you turn them over and rebake them the second time. Only for about 3 or 4 minutes, that's all it takes. And then after that, you've got your finished product of your nice almond and date bread. And that's it. I hope you like them, which they're very nice. They're very nice to be served. They'll keep well, and you can freeze them. They're good to freeze. You can freeze them up to whatever. It doesn't, you know, you can take them and freeze them. So that's it. I hope you'll like them.